Welcome back to part 2 of Smithy's over 100 golf courses in a year, and it's still Monday 22nd of September 2025. I was playing at Raglan earlier in Wales, in South Wales. I'm staying in Newport tonight, so I'm heading south. I've called into my second course today. This is going to be course number 106 this year. This is Pontnewydd Golf Club. 9-hole golf course. Well, it's got 11 greens, so you could say 11 holes. And we'll have a look at them all, hopefully. Let's go and see what it's got. Ladies and gentlemen, it's course number 106 of 2025. It's Pontnewydd Golf Club. On the tee, the man having to get his pronunciation of this golf club correct. Thank goodness there isn't one. And Llanparth Gynneth Gogera where Droboglanta Silio Gogogoch from Kirkintilloch in Scotland. Smithy! And this is the opener at Pontnewydd. 285 yards going up the hill here. Way up towards the trees. Looks like a wee bit of a steep climb. Legs are just getting ready. Looking up at the first green there, and it's certainly a climb. Still a climb up to the green. Uphill all the way at the first. Bunker in the front, right and left. The first green at Pontnewydd. Taking me 3 to get here. The grass at the side of the fairway is quite thick, so you're having to clunk it out. A 2-tiered green here. I'm up in the top tier of my third shot, so I've got about a 10-foot putt for a par. I'll look at that for a view back down the first, way down to the clubhouse, and away over in the distance in the Welsh valleys. The second hole at Pontnewydd, and we're carrying on with the theme of uphill. 334 yards, par 4. It's up there somewhere, and the legs just aren't fancying this one, but they're going to have to do it. Oh, I'm just getting my breath back coming up the hill at the second. There's the pin away up there, carries on up the hill, and I've pushed my tee shot out to the right hand side near the trees. Semi-blocked myself, rather be in the middle of the fairway, but the pin does fade a wee bit to the right hand side, supposed to be in straight. And I'll look back down from behind the second tee this time, even higher up, way over part of the valleys in the distance. A bit round there. Oh, Smithy ball on the green. I won't say how many, but certainly not in regulation. First out of par 3s, the third hole at Pontnewydd. That's a long one, 207 yards. This time we're going back down the hill. Bit easier on the legs this time. Nice view there, big drop down hole. Even though I didn't reach the green in the par 3 third hole. There's a Smithy ball there. I'm only about a yard and a half off the front of the green. Not too far away from the pin. Hopefully get down in 3 for this one. The fourth hole at Pontnewydd, 382 yards, par 4. Oh, over those trees there, and then it rises up steadily there. And that's the stroke index 1, so we'll have a game of can I par the stroke index 1 hole. Suddenly the breeze has gone up. I'm playing into the wind as well as going uphill, so I think it's highly unlikely I'm going to par it. Well, I just hit my best drive for a while. That big tree in the middle there soared away over the top of it. And nicely on the fairway, but it's not gone very far. As I said, the breeze has got up all of a sudden. Sod's law. Well, there's the fourth hole of the pin away up in the distance. Virtually zero chance of reaching it in 2 at the stroke index 1 hole, even despite a decent drive. Here's the green at the stroke index 1 fourth hole. The Smithy ball there must be about 14 feet away. I topped my second shot, so it's not on in regulation. I played 3, but I've got this for to par the stroke index 1. Can I do it? Well, there's your answer. A big fat fail. It was close, but rode away at the last minute. No par at the stroke index 1 hole again. And here's a complicated bit, because there's 11 holes on here. So you played 2 different holes on the back 9. So this is hole number 14, as opposed to going on to hole number 5. 14 and 5 go across the 6th and 15th. 6 and 15 I've got different tees but play at the same green. So I'm going to try a combination. Here's number 14, it's a par 3, 166 yards, going up the hill again. There's nobody coming down 6 or 15. So my plan is I'm going to play 14 and then walk back to the 5th tee. The easiest way of doing it. Got to find my ball here. I think I've hit that tree. It's just right in front of me there, before the green. Oh, I've got past the tree. There's the green there, and there's a whole load of ditches around here. It's a very tough hole, and I can see my ball sitting in the ditch further up. This is behind hole number 14. Par 3, I've just taken 3 clubs up with me, pitch and wedge putter, 7-iron. There's a view from behind. I can actually see the Severn estuary away over there, way in the distance. Well, that's one of the 2 extra holes played, so I now move on to hole number 5. And this is it's a nasty uphill par 3. It's a steep uphill. 134 yards it is. It looks further than that. This is a tough shot. I'm up at the top of the uphill par 3 5th hole. As much as I don't like uphill par 3s, quite often I do rather well at them. Like Smithy balls there. 10 feet for the birdie. So nicely on the dance floor. We look down. Show how steep it is coming up. I shaved the hole for the birdie putt, but I now come up to the highest part of the course on the 6th tee at Pontnewydd. Oh wow, look at this. Away in the distance, you can catch the edge of the Severn estuary. A few of the towns and the valleys there across the way. That's a steep drop down, as I said, 315 yards this one. Narrow gap between the trees down there. Oh, you can see the par 3 14th that crosses over. You see all these little ditches, streams there, and there's a green for the 14th. Nobody playing up, so we'll just crack this one, hopefully away down the middle. And a nice tee shot down the middle there, like these big high ones. And it keeps on going downhill. There's a green down there. Again, another drop down. One of my biggest drives here on the 6th. I'm only about 60 yards away, so that's a 250er for me plus. Pleased with that. There's not a lot of roll in the ball either in the fairway, so because there's been some rain the last few days, so there's no excuse with it running for miles. Oh, that's typical. Little dink down, thought it was perfect. It just kept on rolling through the green and away down the back. Oh dear. I'm back on the more level ground now for the 7th hole, and this is the only par 5 in the course. 490 yards. Slightly sloping fairway, and I think it's gonna, the green's tucked away in the distance after that house there. I think that's the 2nd tee you'll be crossing across that one. But the bad news is, at the last hole, was through the back of the green, level little chip back, tap in for a par, and that's 2 pars in a row, allied with the par 3 5th hole where I get a par. Oh, so 3 pars in a row, we could be singing. I'm all over the shop in this par 5, the 7th hole. Played 3, just managed to miss a little ditch there, and still can't see the pin. Over the next little ridge, and there's a green down there. Well, I hit one in the general direction, so I don't know how close I'll be. And the green at the par 5 7th slopes very much right to left, and when I played my 5th shot in, it's gone right over the back. There's a bunker over the back there, and I've actually, off the green, from a few yards off the green, I've just chipped in. But that was a 6, so it's not 3 pars in a row. On the par 3 8th hole at Pontnewydd, 172 yards, and it's gone straight through the trees there. Oh, there's a whole load of stuff you really don't want to be in, a kind of gully thing there. Slight rise up to the green. Well, I came through the gully okay. Unfortunately, the grass is quite long before you get to the green at this par 3 8. So it's just get caught up in that, so I've got a pitch into the green now. Oh, I've just come to what should be the last hole. So it's the 9th or the 18th tee. Now I've got a choice of tees. The 9th hole comes in diagonally. It's about 40 yards to the left of me, whereas the 18th is straight down and it looks much better. So I'm going to play off this tee. But there's a wee complication here, because the 17th hole, which would play in the 2nd 9 instead of the 8th, runs across here, so we're going to have a wee bash at that while I'm coming down the last hole here. So I can't do Smithy against the golf course yet. The 18th hole here is 294 yards. Go closer down towards the clubhouse. So I decided to play the 17th hole, which is the extra one on the back 9, and it's 98 yards, so over a gully and down to the green there, a little one. And here's the view down to the final green. That was a bit annoying on that last tee there, because there's some kids running in and out the trees. Parents now rounded them up, but it's very dangerous off the tee. I had to wait a long time, and then I've pushed my ball away out to the right, probably subconsciously to try and avoid them. So, lost my ball on the last. Oh, that's me finished on the 9, or should I say 11, at Pontnewydd. Smithy against the golf course. Well, losing my ball in the last didn't help, so I'm roughly about 3 shots over my handicap. Very tricky course playing it the first time. It's very hilly, and trying to gauge the distances is quite difficult. Course in very nice condition, greens are good, and the fairways are nice as well. I've probably overcomplicated things by trying to play all 11 holes rather than if you ground the 9 and then the second 9 when you're playing the different holes on that way. Probably fits in a wee bit easier as I'm zigzagging about trying to play all the holes. And a mixed bag of holes for me. I like some of them, wasn't that keen on the others. I love the big drop down ones, the uphill ones not so much. Oh, it's a very friendly club to visit as well, nice welcome in the shop. Looks like a bit of a community club. So for me it'll be a 6 for me, and that's going to be all from this afternoon. I'm staying in Newport tonight, going down to Devon tomorrow night, but I don't know where I'm playing tomorrow, where I'll fit another one in the morning in Wales and then head off down to Devon, or a couple in Wales, or just go straight down to Devon. Who knows, but I'll catch you on the next one.